Daniels, and that's Jainaijs.
Afternoon, Judge, calling Iceland P69024 on behalf of the plaintiff.
Okay, good afternoon.
That's me, Janasia
And what's your last name?
Daniels.
Okay, Ms. Daniels, let's see. This is today's schedule for your motion to stay proceedings. You wrote in on October 16th. You're asking for more time to pay your past due balance. Knew there was no excuse when it comes to responsibility, but your health played a major role in it. Getting back on track, willing to put your best foot forward and get on a payment plan if possible.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
you just started being able to work again last week.
Yes.
Thank you in advance for allowing me more time. You don't want to leave. I just need more time and I will have everything paid up. And so writ of eviction came in September, says the judgment was from October 14th. At that time, you had paid $1,800 on the judgment. And I'm trying to see how much the judgment was. It was a default judgment, meaning that you didn't appear in court at the time. And so it was a possession judgment entered for $5,564.60. If you paid $1,800 way back then on that, and this is just up to that point, that would have left on the original judgment $3,764.60. And that, since that was dated August the 14th, now we've got September, in October and November. Had you made any more payments other than the $1,800?
No, ma'am. They wouldn't allow me to make any more payments.
Okay. How much do you show that she's currently due now? Adding on, I would have as to the judgment amount. If you apply that $1,800, it'd be $3,764.60.
Yeah, no, I'm showing that's correct. That was paid. It looks like it was paid on August 9th.
Mm-hmm. So she owed $3,764.60. How much would it break if you can break it down? How much is it per month for August, September? So for September, October, and November. Looks like it's got like gas, trash, service, water bill, various sewage bill. Okay, well, that's a whole lot of money to stand $8,726.02. How you gonna pay that?
I have half of that now already.
Okay. So what's half of that?
About 4,000.
Okay, so that would leave you another $4,726.02. What's your proposal to get that paid?
I was hoping that I could get on a payment plan to pay that.
What kind of a payment plan?
Like monthly or bi-weekly.
Ma'am, I can't read your mind. I don't know how much you're talking about, and I don't know when. And this is your proposal, so you got to tell us more information.
Well, what will the court allow?
Okay, you want a payment plan. You have to propose the payments in the plan. We can't do that for you. How much are you going to pay to catch up? And when are you going to get it paid?
About $250 a month.
That's not nearly enough for them to want to do this, as he's shaking his head here. So you're talking about paying your regular rent on time and carrying a $4,000 balance for which you're going to only pay $250 a month. So if you were to do that, that would mean it would take you 18 months, almost 2 years to catch that up. And that's probably not that reasonable.
Well, that's just give or take.
It's like a ballpark. You
like a
pay more.
ballpark. I can probably pay more.
That's just me not wanting to obligate myself.
Well, if you could pay more, why wouldn't you suggest that to us? Because
Don't want
this
to.
balance is so high. Most landlords are willing to work into a payment arrangement, but it's got to get it paid way sooner than 2 years later.
I don't want to put myself in a situation when I'm in my health is healthy.
I don't
I
want
mean,
to
if
put
you could,
myself into that
well,
obligation when I know
you
my
might
health
want to
is
just
at risk.
consider finding a spot that you can start over and afford, because
Oh, this balance on top of that.
Right, but then I will owe this balance still in addition to the
And
new
you
rent.
just contradicting what
well,
you
you're gonna owe this balance still in addition to new rent
But I
here.
will never stay.
It does, it's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. It's the same
Right.
problem, whether you move out or whether you stay here. The
But I
difference
would
being,
rather-
if
I
you
would
move
rather
out,
stay here.
I cannot afford.
okay, ma'am, I would rather you
Or-
stay there too. But
can
you
afford more.
signed a contract that said how much money you were able to pay for rent.
If I want,
And
but
I understand things
I
happen,
tell myself, come
and
on.
you're really behind. It's not like you're behind 1 month, you're behind 3 months.
I'm sick.
I know I'm aware of that, but I'm sick. I have renal disease.
Okay. Well,
So
listen, I
most of
get
the
that.
time, and I
I can't listen. I can't make this arrangement. The landlord's going to have to agree to it. I'm just trying to get the information, and I don't know of any landlords that say, "Okay, you can just stay here because you're sick." And even though I appreciate the fact that you ill, things happen, you got sick, you couldn't go to work. I get all that, but it's not up to me, and it's up to the landlord to make the decision to bend the terms of your contract and let you catch up on it. And they were shaking their head here. $250 a month was just not enough. Now,
Okay.
if you could propose something like maybe $1,000 a month, they might go with that. On
Okay.
top of your regular rent.
Okay. With that being said, can I have someone advocate for me?
And if they're a lawyer, yes.
Okay.
Nobody else can speak for you.
Okay. So
But you're present. So what's this?
so my thing is with the landlord is it's not like I haven't been trying to pay them. I've been trying to give them payments, but they won't accept any because they were saying that they can only accept the full balance. So that's it. The only reason why the balance is even so high.
That part. But we're here now to talk about that. In my courtroom, in court, we can accept whatever I tell them to accept that we agree upon. Now that's their policy out there on the complex. They want all of it, and I get it. But we're here to talk about what you can afford, and maybe we could give you a payment arrangement that's acceptable to counsel.
Judge, this is her motion. I'm gonna assume to set aside the original default. And she hasn't given any.
She's not trying to set it aside. She wants a payment arrangement on it.
Understood, but we have a judgment, properly executed judgment. She hasn't paid. The amount is now almost $3,000 more than the original judgment. We would like to dismiss her motion and have the writ executed.
So what are you saying then? You don't want a payment arrangement with it?
No, not at this point. Just look at the amount where we are. It's going up and up. And the proposal originally was $250. It's just not gonna work, Judge.
Are you able to propose more than $250?
Tell them. What you could tell them is that's why you're in a meeting. You're asking them what they suggest so you can catch up. If they give you an amount, you'll have it. You don't want to give yourself obligate. You don't want to put yourself under the obligation knowing your health risk. You don't want to say, okay, well, I'll give you this amount and then you cannot produce it. So you tell me what it is that I need to do.
Okay. So moving forward, can you tell me what I need to do?
Yeah, pay $8,000. The amount that's on the ledger. I mean, I don't know.
I put money into escrow so we can come up.
Okay, is that including the money that I put in escrow already?
No, the money you put in escrow, let's see. Can you look it up there?
There's $1,440 in escrow.
There's another $1,440 in escrow. And her balance is $8,726.02. Ma'am,
Yeah.
Ask him to
so you
repeat that.
still owe,
Ask him to repeat it.
you still owe with your money that you said you have of 4,000 plus the escrow of 1,440. Your balance right now would be 3,286.02.
Okay.
Tell them, ask them if you can get on 400. You do 400 and probably.
So I'm sorry, I'm doing the math. Could we do like $400 a month?
Well, if you did that, it would take you 8 months to catch up, and you'd still have to be paying your
That's
regular
fine.
rent.
That's fine.
And I don't think they want to go that far out. You're gonna have to come up with something that takes care of it within a couple of 2 to 3
Well, what
months,
the
I would say.
supposed to do?
2 or
2
3
months.
months?
No. Tell them you put that money in escrow, have your half. They need to work with you. You're sick.
Well, I can't force anybody to work with her. The landlord doesn't want to work with her at all. I'm trying to see if we can come up with something that they could live with.
$400 on top of the payment is already is that's not taking 3 years, 2 years. It's not taking that much to pay back, and that's give or take. So that means she could still pay more. She just don't want to give that legal obligation to herself because she know that she's sick.
Well,
So
if she doesn't want to, she's gonna get. This is not good enough.
she's still
He's
paying.
saying- Okay, I don't think you all understand exactly what we're doing here.
If she has
I understand.
over, if you owe $8,000, right? With not even the tools and fuels, you owe $8,000, and you already have $5,000, 5,000 plus, right? So that's only 3,000. So if you split that up in a 6-month payment, you'll only be paying almost 500. Almost 500. All you doing is taking a couple dollars off. If you pay a couple dollars more, then I don't understand how that's so hard. And then you're still paying your rent. I could see if it's under, contentious, you can't pay this or da 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 da. Okay, eviction, you got to go immediately. But if you're paying your money and on top of the rent and then what you owe, I don't understand. They're still getting their money.
What you probably aren't getting is that she has a written contract that says she's supposed to pay a certain amount per month, and because she's in breach of the contract, so they're not obliged to take.
What was the money in escrow for?
What you want. They can tell you that they might take something. I would.
But if you can't,
excuse me, ma'am, you don't even have the right to talk in this case. I'm just talking to you. So why don't you propose, Miss Daniels, something more than 400 a month? Maybe 400 every 2 weeks. That would be 800 a month. Maybe they would take that.
Okay.
If you can do it. Don't propose something you can't do because you're gonna get evicted anyway.
That's why.
Right. That's why
we it's better than monthly.
Right, but that's why we trying to figure out what to do in this case.
I'm open to suggestions.
I just suggested try paying something bi-weekly. Maybe that would work. Because if you pay $400 bi-weekly, that would be $800.
That's really
right. And if you divide $800 into your figure, it only takes 4 months to pay.
Okay, so should I go and speak with the leasing office?
How can you withdraw your money from escrow?
Well, you can always speak with your leasing office.
Right.
Right now, the lawyer only has whatever authority he has. The leasing office can do anything they want. The problem is that they seem to have told him, at least as of right now, that they don't want to do anything.
Okay, so can I withdraw the money from escrow?
What do you mean, can you withdraw it?
Y'all not working with me.
Do I get the money back if I can't get any money?
No, the money was in order to secure, they have a judgment of possession. And the law says you're stopping them from getting possession. They're entitled to the escrow. because you owe back rent. So this is gonna go to them regardless. It's gonna
Okay.
cut down the amount you would ultimately owe.
Okay.
But what about the payment arrangement that's promised with the escrow payment? That is what it's for. She's just trying
Right,
to get you to
so-
pay more money.
Okay, so from my understanding, the way that this is supposed to work is the judge is supposed to create the payment plan and then it's supposed to be presented to
No. That's not how it works. I don't create payment plans.
Let her.
You have to agree with, you create it and you propose it to the landlord. They either agree or disagree. I'm a neutral person in the center, just trying to help both sides come up with something that you could live with. And right now, you have not proposed anything they seem to be able to live with. That's the problem. I don't create payment plans. It's not my contract. You have a contract with your landlord, not me. And I can't change the terms of the agreement. Only the landlord can.
I have health.
Okay, I can't afford $800, $800 extra dollars a month.
Okay, well then, ma'am, we're gonna have to go ahead and deny your motion to stay.
Pause.
That's the only thing we can do.
No, you're gonna
You
figure it
couldn't
out.
come up
Let
with
her out.
anything.
Okay,
No, scan it in.
Oh, okay, I'll do that. Thank you, Judge.
And do you have a writ pending? On what date was that writ?
I think it's in the system. I'm not sure the timing.
That's not what you want to do. You're not about to
but
lose
that's
that
not
money. Talk, speak up.
that's not what I want to do.
Well, ma'am, the law is not on your side on this one.
Because you're not
I'm so
listening.
sorry that it's not. The order of eviction was
Hey,
presented
for
on
help.
September 17th.
Speak up. You're not about to just lose your
So
money.
we still have time then on that one.
Yeah.
Thank you,
So the
Judge.
writ, just
Hey,
put on there, writ dated,
if you,
um,
it's going toward what you're doing. Did you just hear them add that money in?
I signed it on October 3rd. So writ dated
You're not
October
Right,
3rd
so
may be executed.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good week.
All right, thank you.
So,
All right, that concludes this matter.
so you just let this dumbass bitch just do that? It's
All right, guys, here comes the final blow. Danielles insists she believed the judge was supposed to create a payment plan for her, but the judge firmly corrects that misunderstanding. Courts don't rewrite private contracts. The tenant must propose a plan, and the landlord must agree to it. The judge is only a neutral mediator trying to help both sides find common ground. And unfortunately for Danielles, that never happened. Every proposal she made was either too small or financially unrealistic. With no acceptable payment arrangement on the table, the judge has no legal option left. The motion to delay the eviction is officially denied. Just like that, the eviction process moves forward. The landlord's attorney thanks the court, the paperwork is signed, and Danielle's desperate last stand collapses right there in the courtroom.